Hi, Cappy. Welcome back to the channel. I have a love reading for you about your next 48 hours. The most significant thing standing here is, not standing here. The most significant cards that came out is about communication. So we have call here, we have letter, and we also have birds. Okay, so there's communication coming in with the person that's on your mind here. This person obviously could be a twin flame. All right, so this person definitely reflects your soul, or there's a reflection of your soul here. You guys are mirroring your emotions at this time. Okay, this is your other half, and you and this person have shared feelings. Okay, so something is mutual here. Someone's gonna call you. You could be hearing from this person, having a conversation, talking to them. Someone's being unblocked most recently. I feel like this person is going to express to you the anchor, like how they're trying to hold it together, that they're getting a grip on their life. Maybe the heaviness that they've been dealing with, feeling chained up, feeling stagnant, feeling like hangman energy. So they're going to express to you maybe why they've been flighty, why they've been inconsistent, why they haven't been communicating. They're dealing with something, but they're finally feeling empowered to get that together. So it is a breakthrough conversation that you're going to be having with someone very soon. All right. Other cards that we have here, we have geese. So geese talks about being on a quest. Whoever's messaging you or reaching out to you, they're on a quest to better horizons. They're trying to get their life together. Okay, they've been dealing with a lot of responsibility or maybe a lot of consequences, but they are trying to turn that around. Okay, they are starting to make the first steps, and I feel like that even starts with just communicating, like telling you what's really been going on, revealing things to you, confessing things to you. This person is in a transitional period, so they could be migrating from one phase of their life to the next. They could be relocating or moving right now. This person wants to show up in your life and show you that they could be dependable. All right, this person seems to have a good head on their shoulders when you talk to them. Even though they're going through a lot of heaviness, they kind of know where they're headed. They know what they need to do. All right, this is the energy of leaving no one behind. So even if you feel like there's things that you and this person need to resolve, I see that you're going to be receptive to their call. All right, and yeah, this person is coming through more faithful. So it almost feels like you're getting that initial communication before change really happens in this person's life that makes them a better partner to you, or a better person in this connection. We have letters, so expect a call or some communication that comes in writing. You could expect an email, a DM, a message, a call from this person. There's an energy of wanting to take notes when this person says certain things to you, like wanting to remember what they say. So not recording them, but like almost wanting to take notes in your phone, jot something down. I don't know what that's about. Someone's making contact with you after a long time, and they're giving you a lot of info about themselves or their life right now. You leave this conversation feeling like you're having a win. Okay, so a win is a win. I don't know what that means for you, but obviously there's a victory here. You're getting success. This becomes a key experience between you and this person. Maybe it's the beginning factor of change for this person, making the changes that you desired for them to make, that they're finally going to execute that. You and this person are reaching some type of goal. You're getting recognition for whatever benefit that you do give in this person's life. Whether you're like, their support system, you've always been there to uplift them, you're giving them words of encouragement or wisdom, you're being recognized for that. Someone is finally, giving you recognition for the things that you offered to them. All right. And yeah, this is the energy of deserving a award for what you've been through. So you're getting some type of victory here. And last but not least, we have birds. So this talks about communicating effectively, negotiations, being very chatty, debating, discussing something, flighty energy, nervous energy, ADHD, making contact, noisy, texting or calling someone. Okay, so expect to hear from this person soon. Let's see what's going to go down with that. Give me some messages for my Cappies. What can they expect next in this situation? What's about to happen? All right. Bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Pentacles. And we also have the Seven of Cups, okay? So someone's been avoiding some type of responsibility here or taking accountability. I feel like the Seven of Cups can be a card of escapism. So someone's been doing something kind of in daydream energy instead of taking action. This person's been dreaming about the outcome that they want with you. They've been dreaming about and fantasizing about speaking to you again, seeing you again, but they haven't taken action for a long time. So lots of pause energy or stagnancy. This person also with the Six of Pentacles, they want to come in and be very generous. So when they speak to you, there's a long conversation that you guys are going to have. Maybe they feel like they owe something to you, so they want to give that to you. But there's an energy of sharing what was hidden or what wasn't being revealed and being very generous in the truth, okay? Now, this person, the first card we have here is Find Your Tribe. So this person's going through something right now, some type of heaviness or devastation. They're running to you, to their support system or the person who they feel like understands them deeply. You probably understand this person deeper than they understand themselves. So they almost feel like they want to run to you for your support or maybe even to vent about what's going on, to share with you their new realizations, their new mindset they want to share with you. Almost like they need your encouragement, but they also need your approval about, you know, if they're on the right path, if they're making the best decision. Someone here obviously has a hard time making decisions, okay? Tell me about the Find Your Tribe card. Tell me about the Find Your Tribe card. All right. This person has been very insecure, I feel, okay? Because they see you as someone that they want to build a legacy with, but they almost doubt themselves with that Two of Swords, or they let others' influence get into their head to make them feel like this isn't meant for them, or they don't live up to this name. They may see you as someone very valuable. You are coming out as the Nine of Pentacles in this person's eyes. So you're being seen as someone who's very self-reliant, that you obviously don't really call on others for a lot of help. You handle your situations internally. You're being seen as someone who's very luxurious, that you've afforded the finer things in life for yourself through hard work and discipline. You're being seen as very mature, very wise, that you made a lot of progress or growth into your life. And this could be very intimidating for this person. They always wanted the family with you. They always wanted like to build some type of strong foundation, this legacy with you, but they've almost psyched themselves out to believing that it's not meant for them, or believing that they're not good enough for that. Okay, so there's a little bit of intimidation and a little bit of insecurities, but now someone's about to open up about this. They're about to tell you, like someone's running to you and they're saying, yes, this is the reason I've been MIA, because I didn't feel like I was good enough. Okay, so someone's going to say that. Tell me about the Ten of Pentacles. Tell me about the Ten of Pentacles. And then what's the Two of Swords? All right. So I just see this as someone who's very avoidant. You may feel like this person has avoidant attachment style. Like when they feel like they're in the wrong, when they feel like they have to kind of be accountable, or if they feel like they're going to have to go through some type of consequences with you, they'll just avoid you. They'll go MIA, they'll go missing. They won't communicate, they won't come around, because there's this energy of insecurity or intimidation. This person feels like they could have ruined maybe a long-term situation with you. They could have ruined longevity with you. They could have ruined their investment with you, to having a family together, to growing with each other and having your support. And instead of addressing that issue, they could have waited for a long time. They could have just been out partying, having fun with their friends, indulging in things, okay? I see that someone's like an escapist here, or very avoidant. So now someone's going to come and confess it all to you. Confess to you the reason why they avoided you. Confess to you their insecurities, their intimidation. Confess to you about how they feel like they ruined things. They're about to just throw this all out on the table, okay? They're seeing you as the Nine of Pentacles. So they're seeing you right now like living a very elegant life. And I wonder how you're going to receive this. You don't even know that this person's reaching out. You have your back turned. Okay, so you don't even see this person's intentions or the energy that they're manifesting here between you two. All right, when this person comes towards you, you're going to feel like they're saying a lot of things, but you're wondering if there is meaning behind them. Okay, you're seeing them as indecisive. So the same way that this person has been being, not being able to, you know, close down on a certain option, not being able to forge a path ahead, not taking action towards you, being missing in action. You're seeing them as that same person, especially with the Seven of Cups. This person also may come to you under the influence. So this could be like a drunk message or a drunk call or someone's high or something. You feel like someone's under the influence still. All right. So you really don't know whether to take what they're saying seriously. You also are going to be very tactful with this person. So you're not going to go off on them. You're not going to treat them badly. You're being very calm and you have strategy here. And that moves us towards the King of Swords, okay? There is a level of detachment that has grown over this person not being accountable or this person not, you know, being serious in this situation. But you are listening to them. You're just not going to show. You're not going to show that you're detached. You're not going to show that you don't believe what they're saying. But you are like, okay, what prompted you to do this? Especially if someone's under the influence, you feel like you can't take anything they say seriously. But I feel like this is a true confession, no matter what orientation they come towards you in. What's the calm over emotion for Cappy? Idea, okay? You're wanting to see what this person's, like, what prompted them to make this move. What's their true intention? So you're kind of scouting them out. You're looking for any deception that this person is bringing your way. Tell me about the Seven of Cups. All right. Yeah, we have accident here. So you feel like you have to approach this situation very cautiously because someone could be dazed. Or you may feel like someone has a lot of options, you know? So you're like, I'm going to take what you say with a grain of salt. Or I'm going to write down what you're saying while you're on this phone. And then I'm going to review it and see if you're serious or not. Okay? Because I see someone taking notes. I don't know what that's about. All right, but accident, you feel like this is not a good time to talk to this person while they're dazed, especially if they're under the influence. You feel like, you should have came to me sober, or you should have came to me, you know, in your right mind. But you're still listening here. Tell me about the King of Swords as well. One thing that you don't like about this person, Capricorn, and what kind of has led you to a lot of disappointment is this person acts like they speak negatively about what they're capable of. They act like they're not capable of doing things like life, like whatever life struggles that they're going through, they use it as like a scapegoat, you know, and you're tired of that. You're tired of this person telling you what they can't do because of what their life is looking like right now. You're like, okay, you say that you can't do that, but you still are always out indulging with other people. You still go party with your friends every weekend. You're still dating out there. So don't tell me what you can't do if you're out there doing it with other people. That's what annoys you, okay? This person's helplessness, almost like victim mentality. You're tired of that. What you would respect more from this person is the Eight of Pentacles, like actual efforts, trying even if you are in denial, trying even if you don't have confidence right now, continue repetitive actions, consistency, and effort. That's what you would appreciate, not these words of pity. You feel like this person always comes to you with words of pity. You're tired of that. You want someone to empower themselves here. All right, compromise. You know, something is better than nothing. You would even take if this person was trying, but all they do is pity themselves. It's annoying to you. You're like, You're the one who keeps yourself bogged down into this, and then you come to me about how hard it is for you to please me. And you don't even ask for much. You're very self-reliant with that Nine of Pentacles, but you're tired of this person acting like a victim. Tell me about the Eight of Pentacles here. All right, stubbornness. That's all you need from this person is consistency and efforts. Like if they were to show an effort, things would be 10 times better between you and this person. But because they kind of are in this victim mentality and they could be a little stubborn and all for self, like instead of, you know, putting their justifications aside for you, Capricorn, to show that they're really trying to work with you and not against you, that annoys you. You're like, you're so stubborn. You're stuck in this mentality and you always come to me with all your pity, but you don't come to those other people with that. So I'm tired of getting that short end of the stick. You bring to other people excitement, indulgence. You never miss a hangout with your friends, but you're telling me that you haven't been communicating with me because you pity yourself. That's like loser. Okay. So you're not jacking that, okay? King of Swords, you're not happy with that. You're like, if you're going to come be a freaking loser and sit in my face and tell me, oh, I'm not able to do this for you because my life is like this, but you're not putting action behind that, then my ears are closed to that. Now, what you're going to be pleasantly surprised about with the Tower is that this person is actually going to get it together. I feel like that's the surprise here with the Tower. This conversation leads them out of victim mentality, out of pitying themselves, and actually putting in forced action. Tell me about the Tower, what Cappy is not expecting from this individual. I feel like someone's reaching a turning point. Finally, finally. Thank you, Jesus. Okay? Tell me about the Tower. Yeah, someone finally, after sitting in indecision for so long, okay, someone's going to make an impulsive decision here. They're feeling like shit, by the way, when they have to make this decision, but it's them feeling so defeated and sad about something that's so repetitive, that's their own doing, that brings change. It's like, I don't want to feel like this anymore. And I'm tired of coming to Capricorn with bad news, okay? So someone finally becomes decisive. Someone finally chooses disconnection over their own insecurities or intimidation. And this brings forth some sustainable change. Ace of Pentacles. So it's not flighty change, like they change for maybe a week and then go back to doing the same thing. There's something sustainable here. That's the beginning seed for something that's meant to grow. New wealth comes into this connection. And that's what you're not expecting. When you leave this conversation with this person, you're still like, you know, thinking, okay, same old, they're never going to change. But it was that last conversation, that last confession that they're making to you that actually does make them make this decision finally, that they've been scared to make or they've been holding over your head, okay? Tell me about be decisive. What happens here? Promise. Someone is making a new vow to you. They're vowing to becoming better, to changing their ways. They're getting their shit together to meet you halfway. All right, this person is going to become more responsible this year. You're getting confirmation of this, by the way, as well. And they're reassuring you that they can make these changes and they will. Tell me about new wealth. So the fortune or the luck in this connection is restored now that someone actually wants to embrace change. All right. I see that this person's going to start doing what they need to do. Even if they feel like they can't meet you halfway, they're going to start working towards it. And that's the beginning stages. How are you leaving this conversation? What's your outcome, Cappy? How do you feel after you have this conversation with this person? How will you feel? King of Wands. Okay, King of Wands. You'll feel like you led the horse to water. You're going to feel like your influence and how you've motivated this person over the months, over the years is finally making change. You're going to feel like a big leader, like you spoke life into this person. You spoke life back into this relationship, that you kind of were the one who led this person to these deep changes. So there's a sense of victory or success here that you're going to feel, knowing that your influence is the direct reason that this person is finally getting their shit together. So I see you feeling very proud, okay? And yeah, I'm going to leave it there, Cappy. This is your love reading, next 48. Love you guys. Speak to you soon.